This is Adventure for Life. I'm Joel. This is day 22 of the Grenadier 15,000 mile plus cross country trek. Driving from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan to Winnipeg, Manitoba today. Kind of wondering if I was going to see anything that was worth videoing. This area is in the center of Canada, and just like the center of the United States is agricultural and lots of, it's not flat, but it's certainly not hilly by any stretch. Lots of agriculture here. I was kind of wondering if there was going to be anything to film. And then we came to Davidson, Saskatchewan. And what did we find? The world's largest teapot. Now I got to tell you, I didn't set out to find the world's largest anything, but here we are again with, I mentioned them yesterday, world's largest ball of string, the world's largest beaver, the world's largest leg lamp from the Christmas story, the world's largest Easter egg, Piscana from yesterday, the world's largest coffee pot. Supposedly this thing would hold 150,000 cups of coffee, and it's here to show the city of Davidson's warmth and hospitality. And really it's just a way to get people to stop, maybe spend a buck or two. And honestly, they've got a very nice little, it's a rest area, and it's really nice. I mean, they got a couple buildings you can sit in and whatnot, screened in porch. Here's a 360, and if you see right there in the distance, that's some kind of, grain elevator or something like that. So this is definitely an agricultural area. You got more, if you can see it way in the distance there, there's another grain elevator kind of thing. So anyway, and there's, now that I'm looking, there's more containers for various kinds of agricultural products. Anyway, so we're driving to Winnipeg, Manitoba. We'll see what else we see. Told you I crossed over the 13,000 mile point yesterday. We're only going about, I think it's about an 8-hour drive from Saskatoon to Winnipeg. So that's what the drive will be today, and we'll just see if there's anything else of interest that's worth looking at or worth filming. So we've been driving alongside this ridge here on the road, and I told you earlier that the ground, seemed to be not flat, but just very minimal undulations in the ground. But then I noticed we're driving alongside this valley here, and we've been driving alongside this valley forever. And I say forever, for 50 miles or whatever. And it's really strange because, again, we where the road is, it's real flat, and on the other side of this valley, it's real flat. Oh, well, that's dumb, Joel. It's some kind of little stream that flows through here, and we'll try to figure out what this stream is that goes right alongside the highway we've been on. I think we're actually on the Trans-Canadian highway, and so I saw something about the Red River back there, and I can't imagine it's the same Red River that flows above Texas, but we'll see if we can figure that out. But anyway, I just thought it was an interesting area, and would video this, since everything else, I'm not being critical, is not all that exciting. So here we go, doing a little videoing and seeing it's ranch land, it appears, and some farmland. You can see what the drone's above right now is pretty low. It's some kind of crop, I can't tell what it is. anyway, interesting area, and we're going to just drive along here for, it's pretty, you know, being down here in this valley, seeing what it's all about. We're going to see how the drone handles this hill that's getting ready to go over. Boy, that's good. This drone can be real frustrating at times, but it also is pretty amazing at times, and right now it's one of those amazing times because it's got real good signal strength and it's staying right with us. Okay, not exactly sure why this building has got a picture of Saskatchewan on it, and you obviously see the agricultural thing because we're in Manitoba now. But why am I videoing? We stopped at Tim Hortons. So there are Tim Hortons all over Canada, and I would call it the Canadian version of McDonald's, although I refuse to eat at McDonald's, and Tim Hortons was pretty good. They have a fairly broad menu. They got donuts for breakfast. I had a bagel. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I had a bagel with bacon and egg on it and whatnot. My daughter had some chicken noodle soup. Anyhow, it was good, and pretty broad menu. So that's one thing. The second thing is I'm showing you, so my crack has, that's how big it was. I swatted at a mosquito the other day and it cracked the rest of the way. I got this morning just driving down the highway, and then this was the crack that we had seen before. So I think what that tells us is, and the fact that I lost a windshield already, and the information I got from Warner Ineos that they had replaced a bunch of windshields, tells you that the windshield's junk, and you know they're going to have to figure out something. Now Warner Ineos again was working on some kind of, with a third party, on some kind of covering or shield or something. Obviously it'd have to be clear, to put on there to minimize the cracking. But anyhow, we'll get that figured out, and I'll put that in the final review. But just wanted you to see that, you know, I'm gonna have this windshield. I'll be lucky to still have a windshield by the time I get back. Okay, so we've arrived in Manitoba. It was obviously a short day, not much to video today. It was lots and lots and lots of agricultural land, a lot of canola fields, a lot of wheat fields, a lot of hay fields, that kind of thing. So I basically showed you what there was. One thing of note that did happen, and I meant to get it while it was rolling over, but we have now hit the 20,000 mile point, 20,002 miles. So we hit 15,000, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 20,000, which gives me, 13,500, something like that. All right, tomorrow driving from Manitoba to Thunder Bay, Ontario. And interestingly, when I was back in the working world, we had a customer in Thunder Bay. Anyway, see you tomorrow.